Today we are going to begin with essay number 16. Students, till now we have covered altogether 15 different essays. I have picked 15 different topics that are very frequently asked to you in your exam. Apart from these detailed essays, as I told you earlier also, we have a series of essays in which I'll just discuss the pointers with you, right? So using those pointers, you can practice. If you have already done those, it's really good. If not, then students, upcoming are the videos in which there will be pointers related to different topics. Now, first of all, let us have a look at today's question. When a country develops its technology, the traditional skills and ways of life die out. It is pointless to try and keep them alive. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? Many of the students often report that they get confused in this question. Students, pay attention to today's video. I'll be discussing in detail what is the question, what you need to tell, what points you should include. This will be a detailed video today. First of all, let us discuss the question. The question is saying, whenever there is a development in technology in a country, the traditional ways or the traditional skills, they die or they vanish. So therefore it is pointless to keep them alive, right? For example, earlier if we talk about India or in any of the nation, in older times how people communicated, they sent letters to one another, right? Afterwards, with the advancement of technology, there came an era in which we used to communicate using text messages. Afterwards, with the invent of internet, we started using different social media platforms in order to be connected with our family and relatives. So in today's era where we use WhatsApp, we use social media platforms, if we send letters to one another, do you think that it is beneficial or it is pointless? Means, should we keep them alive, the traditional methods, or not? I think with this example, things are clear to you. Now, do you agree with the statement or do you disagree with the statement? You need to frame the answer accordingly. I am a different person, you are a different person. So, our opinions will also be different. But in IELTS exam, particularly in writing part 2, after introduction comes what is our point of agreement. So, in case you agree with the topic, then paragraph number 2 will include all the points that why you agree. If you disagree, then you need to mention why you disagree with the topic. First of all, let us see how can you introduce the topic. Technology has been flourishing since ages. From the time of hitting stones to ignite fire to today's modern induction methods, technical advancements have eased our lives. But there is no denying the fact that these advancements are taking a toll on the traditional values. I believe that in this high-tech world, the traditional values are certain to disappear. How I have framed the introduction, let us discuss. Look at line number 1. I have answered, technology has been flourishing since ages, right? We are seeing technical advancements since ages. Afterwards, I have taken an example that how we used to just hit the stones, not we students. Means the people who are in far away ages, who are far back. I am talking about a very common term that we all have read, that is early man's age. In that, they people used to hit the stones to fire, and afterwards with the advancement of technology, now we have inductions, now we have different sources, right? That have eased our lives, but we cannot deny the fact that traditional values are getting lost, or you can say they are vanishing. So what is my belief? Now the last line of introduction will tell do you agree or disagree with the topic. So the last line I have said, I believe that in this high-tech world, traditional values are certain to disappear. Means I am agreeing with the fact that with the advancement of technology, the traditional skills are dying out, right? We will see both the aspects, that what were the traditional skills, what are the modern skills, should we keep them alive or not. This we will be framing with the flow of the answer, right? Now students, first of all I'm going to read the paragraph for you and then I'll give you the pointers. So just pay attention to paragraph number 2 because this will be the major paragraph that will lead to our conclusion. To begin with, there are many reasons why the conventional values have no existence in this fast-paced world. Today, everyone uses a mobile phone to stay in touch with family, relatives, or friends. However, in older days, people sent letters to stay in touch or stood in long queues at a STD booth just to make a call. All the advancements in the modes of communication has proved that nowadays the traditional skills do not work. Secondly, technology has transformed the style of clothing. Earlier people used to either knit their clothes. Stitching and designing manually were common practices. With the advanced technology in the form of machines have really made the task much easy and comfortable. To substantiate my view, nowadays, there are many fashion designing courses in which the students are seen portraying a model themselves just to check the colors compatibility. These tasks are done in just fractions of seconds using computer softwares. If we discuss about water, there is hardly a person seen purchasing pitcher for cool water. After the invention of refrigerators, many do merely for following certain weight loss programs or diet plans. Now students, I think many of you have got confused. Let me just ease out the confusion. First of all, what I have begun in paragraph number 2 is there are many reasons that the old values or the old methods have no existence today. This clearly indicates that I am going to talk about how the conventional values have lost their existence. First of all, I have taken the example of mobile phone. Everybody stay in touch with their family, with their relatives or their friends using mobile phones, right? And then I have compared the modern use, that is the mobile phones, to a traditional way. What was that? Sending letters, right? So I have compared the two, that earlier people used to send letters or they used to stand in long queues just to make a call. Now afterwards, I have just summed up point number 1. I have said that advancement in the mode of communication has proved that the traditional skills or traditional methods do not work. Till now students, this is my point number 1 with an example. Then I have taken point number 2, that is about clothing. Technology has also transformed the style of clothing. How? Earlier people used to knit their clothes, they used to stitch and design manually. But with the advancement of technology, what has happened? Students, now I have compared that earlier people used to knit their clothes, they used to design their clothes manually. But nowadays what is happening is we have different machines, we have different courses also, right? We have different fashion designing courses in which the students, they just portray themselves as a model in order to compare about colors. Apart from that, I have included one more example, that is the task is done in a very less time, means in fractions of seconds. How? Using computer softwares. Now students, afterwards, my last point is with an example. What is that? I have discussed about water. What was happening in older days? People used to purchase a pitcher or everybody had a pitcher. What was the role of that? People stored cool water in that, means whatever water you put in that container, it will remain cool for a long time. After refrigerators are invented, now I'm talking about modern technology. After the invention of refrigerators, this practice has vanished. But there are many people, very small percentage of people I would say, that are following this practice. Why? They are following certain weight loss program, or they are following this practice because they are either involved in some weight loss program or in some diet plan. This is what the point of agreement. See students, with every point, I think I have included one or the other relative example. This is the best way to frame your answer. Whenever you want to say something, be expressive. Try to include examples, real life examples that you have. Moving to our next paragraph now. This will be a basic conclusion. Why so? Why I have not framed 4 paragraphs? Because I have made the comparison in a very elaborative manner in paragraph number 2 only, right? Because either I have to agree or I have to disagree with the statement. And I have more points in favor of this. What I am favoring, that conventional values have no existence today. And students, now I'll be concluding my answer. I have just bolded the conclusion, just read it. To conclude, I would like to mention that the evolution of modern technology is an ongoing process. As a result, many time-consuming traditional methods have lost their importance, and the existing ones will not be able to maintain their pace with these latest trends. So, in my conclusion, I have also answered that is it pointless to keep them alive? Yes, it is. Why? Because with the advancement of technology, whatever ways we are getting day by day, or you can say with time, we are getting modern technologies in different sectors. To just keep up with these latest trends, traditional methods will not be able to maintain the same speed. Therefore, they will lost their importance, or they have lost their importance. This way, students, you can conclude your answer. Kindly pause the video if you want to read. Rewind the video in case you want to listen how I have discussed paragraph number 2. Go through today's question very, very carefully. This was frequently asked question and yet confusing a little bit. So see you in the next class with a new essay. Till then, practice.